Hello and welcome back to 1221, where I believe you only need 21 palettes in your life. If you want to know more about the system I created, check out my first video in the description box. But for today's video, I am going to give my first impression and look with the Nightshade palette by Gourmande Girls and Doodles by the Bun. If that is something you're interested in, then keep on watching. Hello and welcome to this portion of my video where I try to walk you through my look, which shades I'm gonna use. This is what it looks like. A very summery, but can also be Halloween-esque. I think for this look, I will use the yellows and the purples. So when I picked up this palette, those are the shades that I'm drawn to, and I want to try it first. So I think I will start with Bittersweet in my crease, and then deepen it with Woody. I think I want to use two shades for two shimmers. So Flowering is the first one that I want to use. Very beautiful shade. And then, sorry my video cut off there, but in the end I used Belladonna, Dream Shade, Poisonous, and Enchanter. Also Nightshade because I needed to blend out Woody. So here is the final look with the Gourmande Girls Nightshade palette and the Dust by the Bunny. This is the first time that I'm trying out Gourmande Girls, and so I didn't know what to expect, honestly. So my first experience with the mattes, they are similar with cosmic brushes. Now that maybe is a good thing or a bad thing, because the cosmic brushes mattes I feel are a bit drier, so they tend to stick to your primer to stick. Actually, I don't powder down my primer, so I don't set it, and yeah, so it tends to stick sometimes with this kind of matte formula. It was not hard to blend, but it will require a blending out shade, so I had to use this one. I did not originally decided on using this shade, but I had to use it to blend out this darkest shade. So that is something to note as well. Yeah, so if you liked the cosmic brushes mattes, then I think you will also like this. This shade Belladonna is quite weak. It's supposed to be a pastel purple, yeah, but it translates quite white or powdery on my skin tone. So if you want to use that shade, then I suggest putting down a white base first, so that it's brighter. Next, for the shimmers, actually they are very piecey in a way that if you use them with a wet brush, then it kind of gets scattered in your eyelids. I personally don't like that, because I like using brushes for my shimmers, so I really had to use my fingers to make it opaque. Might be something that you're okay with, but yeah, sometimes I find that adjusting can be quite cumbersome at times, so maybe just be mindful of that. Aside from that, I think it worked out well. I'm not fond of the combination that I came up with, as much as I thought I would like it. That makes sense. It's still quite cohesive, I guess, but it's more colorful than what I anticipated. Yeah, so in terms of the packaging, I don't like that it's very light. I do like it when my palette has some weight to it, so I tend to like palettes that are magnetic, removable, so these are not removable pans. I like switching out my shades and adding them or mixing them to another palette, or swapping out shades, so it's kind of a disadvantage with this palette and maybe all of the palettes by Gourmande Girls, because I can't, mix and match my own palettes. And then for the application itself, I already mentioned that the shades worked out well with one another, but you really have to have a blending out shade because the darker shades tend to stick because of the formula of the mattes. So yeah, first impression, it's okay. It's not something that I will reach for in a daily basis, but I'm happy I tried the Gourmande Girls formula. I'm not sure if I will get another palette from them knowing what I know now. I think if I really like the color story, then I might buy again. But for now, I think it's not gonna be a brand that I be excited to pick up their palettes. I hope that makes sense. As you know, if you don't know, I urge you to check out my first video, but I only keep 21 palettes in my collection, so I really have to make sure that what I pick out or what I include in my collection is something that I really like and I will use a ton. And I don't think it's this one. It does add something new in terms of color story, I think, because I tried duping this shades, and it took me it was hard for me to find similar shades in my collection. I think I had to pull out like 5 palettes, and I think that's too much. So in terms of uniqueness in my collection, I think it's there, but I don't think it's a formula that I will really love, or for now. So yeah, I think that's it. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you will like and subscribe. I upload contents weekly, and I hope to see you in the next one.